All right, guys, the button has been pressed. We are live at the Panini booth with Cory, who is
Soccer Brand Manager with Panini.
boom.
Boom.
For how long, Cory?
I've been with Panini for almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in October. I was on basketball for 5 years, and
Wow, okay.
and then now I've been on soccer for about 3 as well. So pretty much
So you're doing some of both?
Yes, definitely. I was doing both, and I still do some NFL as well. But yeah, soccer is definitely.
So why soccer? Tell us a little bit about your background real quick in soccer.
So-
You're telling me you're...
Yeah, so I went to school in Santa Barbara. So what's up, Sacramento? I'm actually from Bakersfield originally, so Central Valley.
Oh, we
love.
had Dr. J, one of our good customers.
Oh, yeah?
Is from Bakersfield.
Oh, man, yeah.
And there was a Browns quarterback that was picked up recently.
Cody Kessler.
Cody Kessler.
Cody Kessler, yeah.
Yep.
And of course the Carr brothers are Bakersfield too.
Oh, yeah.
Derek Carr and David Carr. But yeah, so I went to school in Santa Barbara, and when I was there, we went to the national championship twice for soccer. Once in 04, we lost to Indiana, and then we won in 06.
Where do you have your rings displayed?
Oh, you know what? They're back home. I've got my shirts.
Yes.
And it's funny because every year UCSB was always in the lead for soccer attendance at college. We would have 15,000 kids there at a soccer match.
How many of them would be students? Most of them? Students?
Most were students, probably a couple thousand that were locals. And it's just a fervor. So I remember watching the 06 World Cup was one of the first things I actually watched like globally, and it's just kind of snowballed after that.
Have you been overseas? Have you seen?
I've not. I'm hoping to go overseas in the next year or so, and whether that's
the World Cup. What was going on with you during the World Cup time? Were you like,
so
I can't work today. I got.
Oh no, it was great. I mean, thankfully, since we're one of the leaders globally with soccer products, it was a very welcoming environment where it's like we got to keep up with what's going on. We got to make sure that if anybody is excelling in the World Cup, we need to get on that. We need to see who's performing and who's not, and so we would watch a lot of games with bated breath. We were waiting, hoping that Messi would advance, and he did. Where he was. And
can you tell us a little bit about what goes into this product? Because there are I opened this a few times.
Yeah.
And it just amazes me that you guys can get autographs from all these guys from all across the planet.
You know what's
that
funny?
Work?
So when we first started getting into soccer trading cards, so in 2014, when we launched World Cup Prism, that was almost the rookie card for about 300 guys. Wow, yes. It was huge, and obviously it kind of.
What's up, Raider Dave?
What's up, Raider Dave? It obviously went more after that. We had Select and we had Donruss on the line, and everyone started clamoring, we got to do treasures. We got to do treasures.
Yes.
We got to do if we're going to call it international treasures, what are we going to call it? But obviously one of the big things that everybody was talking about was well, you got to have a rookie card. You got to have an RPA because that's what treasures is about. But at the same time, we're like, okay, well, soccer is such a crazy world of how do you determine a rookie? How do you figure that out? So really, we've been talking about treasures for 4 years, and we came to a point where we're like, okay, this is the year to do it because the World Cup is happening. The focus is on international soccer, international football, and so we made it work. Made sure we could get all the jerseys, make sure we get everything that we could, and that's when we did the idea for debut signatures, because we're like, look, we don't have the rookie card element, but what we can do is say, hey, look, this is the first autograph that we've ever had of these guys, and that's where we've got like the first on cards of Coutinho, who was a big player for Brazil this year. We had a lot of players that were really in there. That Timo Werner from Germany, who had a good tournament, even though Germany didn't. So we spent a lot of time prospecting, trying to figure out who's the next big player coming out. Who are we looking at?
As far as getting the autographs.
Oh my gosh!
You have to travel. You guys brought the guys to Texas.
We have some partners who we work with who are positioned. Man, we've got them all over the world. We really do. We've got some who are based in Spain and Barcelona.
I'm going to bust into this case. Keep talking, Cry. This is really fascinating to
I got to tell
you, for the few guys. Now we like most of us, we're heavy on baseball and football.
Of course.
Not so much. We do basketball some too. But soccer seems to be something that may be growing. Is that going to be a bigger part of the Panini?
You'll definitely see it as part of our regular repertoire. We're going to have kind of similar amount of releases going forward. We've got, obviously this year with the World Cup, we went very heavy on international teams, versus club teams. But in the fall, you'll see a release that's going to be more club centric. So your Barcelonas and those guys. But yeah, about getting the autographs.
Well, see if there's HDMI cable coming out here.
There should be one.
I'll take a look, see if you find one. It's no big deal.
The HDMI on that. I think it's coming out the back, but I know they had it yesterday. I just don't know if somebody snagged it or not. Yeah, because there definitely was one on there earlier. But yeah, so talking about getting the autographs in, it's just, let me tell you, we made some very good friends in the customs departments throughout the world.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine.
We had one person's cards were stuck in customs for about 4 weeks. Yeah.
Kyle Power.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun this year, exploring international post offices and
so they
all that. But
a lot of them were mailed in.
yeah, I mean, we would send them to our partners who were working with the athletes to get the signing sessions done, and but then just a lot of things have changed over. It's like we had one in Argentina that was there for a while because we had been operating a certain way for a while, and all of a sudden something happened, and it's like, okay, well now it got stuck. Argentinian Customs was like, well, we can't approve this yet. It's like, okay, guys. So we had to get brokers, and yeah, it was crazy stuff. But no, it's a process. I mean, compared to our domestic sports, where shipping and processing might only take a couple of days, sometimes it can take 2 weeks on either end for us to get it out to our partner who's doing the signing session, then coordinate with the athlete to get the signing session done and doing all that.
So you're not joking, Cory. You said you've had years has been put into this.
I mean, I want to say that our first initial process of this, I want to say that we had a meeting about it in 2015. And obviously we had Flawless and Noir and those other products and Immaculate along the way. But when we finally set where we were going to be for 18 on this, I think that it was over a year ago.
Oh yeah, boom. Yeah.
I want to say it was over a year ago. I want to say, and this released in the middle of June. I want to say that it was around the middle of June the year in 2017. We were working on it to.
Was it the plan? The idea was, hey, World Cup time. We
Absolutely.
That's our deadline, guys.
We said it right away. We said that we want this live for the start of the World Cup.
Yeah, Wild Thing.
Wild
Can
Thing.
we show your shirt to our crowd?
Now,
Say Wild Thing.
Language barrier.
Yeah.
It's
there you made it on screen.
Originally, when we first started doing it, it was the language barrier was huge because and a lot of people, like a lot of the players too, have never seen trading cards before.
I can imagine.
You know what I mean? Because trading cards have been always, very a more American.
Guys, I'm gonna do a little camera action.
Right.
And you guys have any questions for Cory? A couple of guys that are watching. Again, Cory, reintroduce yourself. We got a few more guys that popped in the chat.
Hey guys, so I'm Cory. I'm a brand manager with Panini. I work on all of our soccer products, also some of our NFL products. But yeah, I've been working on our soccer accounts since 2015. So yeah, I've been very involved in the making of this, and we were saying how this has basically been about 3-4 years in the making. But yeah, we were just talking about how globally, Panini is known worldwide for our sticker albums.
Panini's a huge global company, so if anybody can pull this off, it's going to be you guys.
And so the athletes know Panini.
So they know about you.
They know Panini. They just didn't know trading cards. They know that, oh yeah, they're stickers, and so we had to educate a lot of players. And something that's been really integral, or like a really important part of our growth and the way that we've been able to get all these athletes is some of these athletes really buy in right away. Like there's a player for Croatia and Barcelona, Ivan Rakitic. He's been a huge, great partner of ours, and like from day one, he's been like telling his partners or his teammates, he's like, hey, we would love to. He's like, dude, this is so good. Like, the cards are awesome. It's really cool. You sign it. It's easy. And so we've been able to get a lot of other athletes through them. So we find one player who's awesome, who really loves what we're doing, and then we kind of go there.
Kev has a good question. Kev, anybody stand out after the World Cup that may have flown under the radar before it started?
That's a great question. I mean, I think that pretty much anybody.
My phone.
I think anybody from Belgium. We thought Belgium was going to do really well, and I think that we kind of underplayed it a little bit because they, even though it's their golden generation, they're like, oh, okay, well, Belgium always is favored but never does anything in the tournaments, and then they hit it all together this year. And then we knew Kylian Mbappe was going to be a standout and break out. We just didn't know it was going to be to that extent. I mean, he really is just an incredible player. Like, I don't know if you've seen like the base cards of this guy. It's this French kid. He's 19. Kylian Mbappe is his name. he's just kind of this phenom now, and he's got this incredible following. Him and that's one of the big ones. And then all the Croatian players. Like again, we knew Croatia was a very good team, and we, like I said, we have a few great partners, but there's some younger players that just really started.
Is there anybody that popped out that you're like, all right, we got to try to talk to this guy and get him in our next streak of pride?
I mean,
that's always happening.
That's always happening.
After the World Cup, that's where the most of the interest is.
It always happening. I mean, it's always happening. We're watching, and we're trying to make sure. We felt pretty good about who we had, and when we had World Cup Prism, we had a few players who were up and coming, like Philip Coutinho from Brazil. We knew he was poised to have a good tournament. Bobby Firmino from Brazil as well was somebody who we said, yeah, we probably should go and talk to him again. We had, I think our first autographs of him were in Donruss a couple of years ago. He was performing okay, it wasn't anything great, and then all of a sudden that happens. Like, oh, okay. So we're always watching. I mean, my colleague and I, Matt Davis, who's still back in Dallas tonight, he and I always go back and forth. It's like, hey, is there anybody who you want to see us get a deal with? And is there anybody who we should be looking at? And but yeah, no, we're always watching and trying to figure out who we should be looking at partnering with and including in our products going forward.
Is that a book card?
It's a book, yeah.
Oh, there's a book. How often do we see books?
Books are on average one per case. And
one per case. Should we save this box then?
I mean,
let
me do a quick little.
He's gonna peek at it real quick.
You could probably let's see.
Oh, there's a redemption as well.
You can go with this one. You can go with this one.
All right.
Yeah. We can start it off with this one.
So I know that you're going to do a better job of pronunciating the names.
Yes.
Would you
all right.
Would you like to show the?
All right. Let's
Kyle,
see.
because you make sure the camera's looking okay. Our angle's good. Basically, if we see anything you want to move the camera on, perfect. But before we do that, actually, let me show the country list for you guys that missed it. It is on our website now under the news tab. Here are your random countries, guys. Again, thank you so much. This is our last national break, live with Cory at Panini, who had a huge hand in creating this. Any other questions from you guys? Feel free to shoot, man. We got Cory for about another 10 minutes, I bet, or 15.
Something like that.
So good luck, you guys. Let's go.
Let's go
Belgium, Netherlands, and France. What about USA? I mean, it's like, it's a tough year for
It's a tough year for USA, but obviously we have Christian Pulisic is one of our exclusive partners, and we love working with him, and he's still a phenomenon, and we're excited to see him develop, and hopefully in 2022 we won't have this problem, and we'll be ready to go. So
are we hiding them well enough?
I think so.
Kyle, bring it down just so they can make sure we can see the cards, like blocked.
I don't want to cut your guys' heads off.
I was saying you probably put one of the big boxes up too, but that works too.
That's cool.
All right.
They can't see it anymore.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, let's go, Cory. What do we got?
First, we got base. We've got from Colombia. We've got Juan Guillermo Cuadrado. Let's see how much. Yeah, there you go. I don't know how close you wanted to get. And that's numbered to 50, I believe.
Yep. Boom.
Next, we've got first memorabilia card of Kyle Lafferty from Northern England. Kyle Lafferty, numbered to 99, and that is match worn material. Since we wanted to bring that out.
Match worn. That would be.
There you go.
Good guys, yeah. Kyle, I'll go ahead and sleeve it for you.
All right, coming up next, we've got a young star from Germany, Joshua Kimmich. And that is number 299 as well.
You can pick. You can,
I'll make it work. I think we're gonna roll here. Well, that looks good. All right. So next up, we've got World Cup champion Anthony Martial, also plays for Manchester United, and that is also numbered to 99.
I gotta pay attention when you say the names. I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna try to remember how to pronounce it.
All right. Next, we've got a patch card. This is numbered out of 10.
Oh, nice.
And this is Andres Iniesta from Spain, 2010 World Cup champion. And again, that is numbered out of 10 for Spain. All right. Next, we mentioned about.
One time.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Get it focused. There you go.
Iniesta?
Iniesta,
Cool.
legend for FC Barcelona. Next, we've got a womp womp. But I can tell you,
What?
I can tell you this card is here. It's on its way back. It's getting processed right now.
See, that's
I saw it in person. So this is a redemption. It's a colossal jersey autographs for Portugal, and it's Pepe. Get you a little bit closer.
There you go.
Pepe for Portugal.
Portugal.
That one's easy. It's Pepe.
Pepe, Portugal. Of course, I don't have a pen. You guys have a pen, Thomas, anywhere that I want to jot down the country.
All right.
What do we got next?
Next, we've got for Argentina, we've got out of 25, Ramiro Funes Mori.
Funes Mori.
There we go.
Nice. That looks
It's out of
good.
25 for Argentina.
Now, you know what I noticed? The soccer players have much better autographs than lots of the young
A lot of them do.
players.
You know, there's some that you look at it and you're like, oh, I have no idea how that read.
Yeah, I agree.
And then just like this one, you can clearly see, as we look
Yeah.
at this one,
Where's the B at? I don't know.
you know,
Thank
I don't know about you, but I can clearly see that this is Benjamin Henrichs for Germany. It's a debut signatures. Again, this is something that we were talking about. This is his first autograph. So he's never had an autograph before. It's his first certified autograph. He's a young and up and coming star for Germany. And so Jobu, this has at least got one German card in it. And again,
Oh, good. There he is.
yep. And that is numbered to 99 for Benjamin Henrichs for Germany. All right. Next up, we've got another young player. This one is from the U.S. He's big in the MLS for Seattle Sounders. This is going to be an easy one to pronounce. And it's a nice
Oh my, it is.
patch auto out of 10 coming up. Jordan Morris. Jordan
United
Morris.
States.
Patch out of 10, patch auto, and it is match worn memorabilia here. It's Jordan Morris for the United States of America.
It's going to Michael. Congrats, Mike.
And our booklet here, we have a booklet which is our dual jersey autographs.
What's that number 2?
This one is 35.
Okay.
So this is another USA hit,
Oh wow, Michael.
and
good
it
luck.
is Clint Dempsey and Christian Pulisic. Again, Panini exclusive athlete, Christian Pulisic, one of our favorites. And that is numbered to 35, another great hit for the USA, and this is match worn right here.
Sweet.
There you go.
Now Dempsey and Pulisic, those names ring a bell. Why would they ring a bell? Have they
Well,
been?
Clint Dempsey was one of the biggest faces of U.S. soccer for about the last 10, 15 years. And Pulisic is the face of U.S. soccer from now for the next
He's
10 to 15 years.
He's what age is him?
Pulisic is now, I believe, 19 or 20. He is
Wow.
super
Okay.
young. And Dempsey, again, has been, one of the biggest stars of U.S. soccer for a while. And so he's kind of
Paired up,
that bridge, you know. It was Donovan and then Dempsey, and now it's Pulisic.
So if
It's
you
kinda
own that card, would you be a holder of that one?
I mean, I like that card a lot. I mean, I love the tandem of that and seeing kind of, it's almost that passing the torch kind of a thing.
Yes. Yeah.
So, all right, so box one had some lovely hits there, and let's see what we got coming up next. We got another one of those. All right,
You want to take a quick?
all right. We'll wait on that one, I think. I think we're gonna hold off on that one.
Oh, he's on. He's got. Okay.
We're gonna set this one aside. See how that goes. All right, we're gonna go to this box. Blade. Hand that blade really quick.
Yes. Oh, is it still?
Yeah, we missed that
I
one.
missed one.
You missed
Sorry.
one. It's all right.
Wow. Amateur hour here.
All right. All right, so next up, base card out of 10 gold we've got for Costa Rica, Keylor Navas. Keylor Navas from Costa Rica, Ticos, Pura Vida. There we go, Keylor Navas.
I like it. What? Now, who's the youngster we're looking for that actually even the base cards are selling?
Kylian Mbappe is that
Okay,
one.
Mbappe.
Ooh, you're gonna hang on to that one too. That's working out. All right, coming up next, we got our first memorabilia piece here. We've got for Colombia again, Carlos Bacca. Also playing for AC Milan, Carlos Bacca.
Scott.
One of the teams we talked about earlier that performed really well in the World Cup is Belgium. So, Raider Dave.
Raider Dave, yeah.
Got a patch here for Nasser Chadli.
Nice.
Big part of that. He scored a goal, I want to say, in the quarterfinals, either quarters or the round of 8, to help Belgium advance. So again, nice patch there. And we got another one too, also from Belgium. So Raider Dave, I think this is working out for you here.
Heating up.
We've got another Belgium patch for Moussa Dembele. And this one is out of 35. Nice patch here. 3 colors with some stitching right there. Wow, yeah, Raider Dave, I think we got some good stuff for you here. All right, coming up next, we've got Clint Dempsey. Jersey here out of 99. Another hit for the USA.
Cory, you're doing a great job, my friend.
I hope Raider Dave that you know that we're just we're now best buddies here.
He's on fire.
So we've got Divock Origi, another young star from Belgium who did really well in the World Cup. Autograph out of 99. Wow. Next up, we have a fan favorite as well from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. Also plays for AS Roma and is one of the best strikers in the world. Edin Dzeko right here. So you know, in the last year, he became the first player to tally 50 career goals in 3 of Europe's top 5 leagues.
He's just reading the back of the card.
I am reading
guys.
the back of the card.
He doesn't know all of this by heart. I think he does.
I do know some of that. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, next we've got an autograph for Colombia.
Oh, wow.
We have got on card unparalleled, which is one of my favorite sets in the product. We have Carlos Bacca out of 50. Carlos Bacca, nice hit for Colombia. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna go with this one first.
Scott Moon.
Actually, I'll go with this one. So, we've got star for Uruguay. Luis Suarez, jersey auto numbered